Okay, so we're just going to share this screen here, and I'm going to show you Annabelle's video on Kim Campbell.
Hi, my name's Annabel, and I did my project on Kim Campbell. I chose this project because I want to become Prime Minister when I grow up, and I want to follow in her footsteps. One thing I found interesting was that Kim Campbell became Prime Minister at a time when not many people thought that women could become Prime Minister. Kim Campbell was born with the name Annabel Campbell. She lived in Port Alberni and she went to Prince of Wales High School and graduated valedictorian or best student in her class. She was the first female student council president in her school. She ran for 2 different parties after graduating from UBC. One is the Social Credit Party and the other one is the Progressive Conservative Party of Canada. She became the first female Minister of Defense for Canada in 1993. Kim Campbell filled in for Brian Mulroney in the 1993 election. This was because his popularity rate was only at 12%, and that was the lowest popularity rate in history for Canadian Prime Ministers. Campbell beat Jean Charest in the second ballot to become the Progressive Conservative leader. She became Prime Minister on June 13, 1993. 4 months later, she resigned, and she was beat by Hedy Fry, a Liberal rookie, on October 25, 1993. Before becoming Prime Minister, Kim Campbell served Canada in many ways, such as being a Justice Minister. A Justice Minister is part of the Cabinet, which is a group of ministers who each have a job in making Canada a better place. Her job was to enforce laws, developing policies, and creating programs to enforce the strengthening or making something stronger of the national framework. Campbell added more rules to the criminal code, and she made noticeable changes to it for places where you were allowed to open fire. She also made a law to control weapon use in Canada, and that made Canada safer because no one was allowed to use a weapon to harm someone in Canada. Kim Campbell decided to lower the number of ministers in the cabinet from 35 to 23 ministers. Why did she do this? Well, the Progressive Conservative Party believes in smaller governments being more efficient. She also added 3 new ministers, 1 for health, 1 for Canadian heritage, and 1 for public security. This helped enforce a safe environment in Canada. The new ministers are a great help in Canada. Relating to that now, we are dealing with a COVID-19 crisis and other recent events. The Health Minister, Canadian Heritage Minister, and of course the Public Security Minister have been helping a lot lately. Kim Campbell was born in Port Alberni, BC. Port Alberni is located on Vancouver Island in BC, Canada. Port Alberni's main industry is fishing. It is known for being the salmon capital of the world. It has many places such as Alberti Valley Museum. It is one of BC's best museums. It contains many local Indigenous art and artifacts, plus local industrial history. Kim Campbell's mom was named Phyllis Cook. She was a wireless telegraphist and specialized in tracking German U-boats, which were submarines in World War II. Her dad was named George Thomas Campbell. Kim Campbell lived with her dad and sister in Vancouver. Her dad was a Vancouver lawyer. Her sister was named Alex Cook. Campbell was a great student. She later on became a political science professor and lawyer. She worked for the Social Credit Party, but moved on to the Progressive Conservatives. Kim Campbell refused to live in 24 Sussex, which is a place where prime ministers live, and instead lives in Harrington Lake. Kim Campbell is 75 years old. In one of her quotes, she says, "I have always believed governments must adapt to the needs of people, not the other way around." Have you ever wondered what other things Kim Campbell did? Well, I found out that she helped found the Club de Madrid in 2001. The Club de Madrid is a not-for-profit organization, and their main goal is to promote democracy around the world. She is still serving the board. She was also the chairperson for the steering committee for the World Movement for Democracy from 2008 to 2015. The WMFD is a group of people working from all over the world promoting democracy. Kim Campbell has joined the Council of Women World Leaders and the International Women's Forum. Kim Campbell was the founding principal from 2004 to 2008 for the University of Alberta's Peter Lougheed Leadership College. Did you know that Kim Campbell had a coat of arms? Well, she did. Only 6 prime ministers in history from Canada have had a coat of arms. As you can see, the poppies on both the animals' necks on the side represent Kim Campbell's dad, George Thomas Campbell, as he was also a soldier. The waves on both the shield and on the board represent Kim Campbell being born in BC. The anchors on the lion represent her mother working for the military. And the motto below is hers: "Seek wisdom, conquer fear, do justice." Thank you for watching.
All right, I'm going to ask you to unmute here, Annabel, and I've got my questions here for you. So why, you said that you wanted to be prime minister and that's why you chose Kim Campbell?
Yes.
Okay, and she inspires you?
Yeah.
So what is it specifically about her that inspired you?
Well, I always wanted to be a prime minister, and when I found out that she was the first female prime minister, I was even more encouraged. And I really wanted to do that and follow in her footsteps because she was a really good leader.
Okay. And what makes you passionate about government and becoming prime minister?
Well, I want to at least help end homelessness, because lots of people around the world, in Canada, don't have homes, and people with families, they don't have enough money to buy food.
I think that's a really important platform issue. So why do you think it's important for other people to learn about your topic?
I think it's really important because they should know about a female becoming prime minister, because it could empower lots of women in Canada.
Mm-hmm. What was the most valuable resource for your project? I noticed you cited a book a couple of times in the PowerPoint there.
Yeah. The most useful was the Canadian Encyclopedia. I found lots of things about her leadership and the government in there, and I think that was cool.
Cool. Did you think it was beneficial to use information from different sources? Were there people who had different opinions on her?
Yeah, there were. I think it was really beneficial to use different sources because I can see other opinions and I can add on to the research.
Yeah. And then if you found conflicting opinions, how did you decide which one you were going to include in your project?
When I found inflicting things, I just tried to find things that were both good and I tried to find things that had both sides, like her opinion and others.
That's good. Were primary or secondary sources more useful for you?
I think my secondary sources because I found lots of them and that helped me.
Cool. You said that she had a coat of arms. So why are there so few prime ministers that have a coat of arms? Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, Kim Campbell got hers for being the governor general, and a bunch of other prime ministers were too. And they awarded her that because of that.
Okay. Did this topic change your perspective on anything?
I think it changed my perspective because I learned that everyone is equal, and if you try and work hard enough, you can become anything you want.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's necessary to spread awareness? I think you've said that you do think that more people should know about her. How are you going to do that, and how do you think all of us can do that going forward?
Like, I'm not really sure, but I believe that we can talk about it and like create conversations about it and empower other people to do the same things that she did.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about your board and how you designed it?
Well, I designed it using the colors of the coat of arms, the yellow as like a bright justice color, and the pink represents females, women, and I made it pop. So it shows that like it's colorful, like her personality. And I added blue for British Columbia, the waves on her coat of arms.
Cool. What was the most interesting thing you learned through the process, either about your topic or about doing research and presenting it?
I think the most interesting thing that I learned was that Kim Campbell, she was a bunch of other things other than being the first female prime minister. She was the first female justice minister, first female governor general, and she was also the first female student council president at her high school.
Wow. So she's got a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think it means to be the first at that many things?
I think it means that you have to work hard because if you're the first, it's new to everyone. It's new to you.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned links between the work that she had done to the ministries that she created and the current COVID-19 crisis. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
So, like, she added 3 new ministers. The heritage minister, I think, helped a lot with heritage fair, and the public safety one, like, helped enforce laws and things to make places safer, and you can go wherever you want now. And the health minister obviously helps a lot in COVID-19. So, yeah.
Okay. If you were stuck in an elevator with someone who didn't know about your topic, how would you explain it to them?
I would ask them first if they knew that there was a female prime minister, and then I would start explaining who she was, what she did, and then the other things she did.
Mm-hmm. So Kim Campbell, if I'm remembering correctly, she was appointed to take over, right? She wasn't elected.
Yeah, in the party they had to decide who was going to be the party leader, and it was between her and Jean Cherist, and she won, so she became the leader.
Okay. So you could be the first elected female prime minister if we don't get one before you get a chance to run.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to tell me about that I haven't asked you yet?
just the quote that she believes that government should adapt to the needs of the people, because not the other way around, because now in COVID, the government's giving money to people who lost their jobs and things.
Mm-hmm.
So she changed that before they wouldn't have any support.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've learned a lot. I think that a lot of people don't know about Kim Campbell, and especially since she was only in power for a few months. So, all right. Well, good luck and thank you so much.
Thank you.